From the Apopka Studios in Oklahoma City, this is a March Madness update brought to you by Harry's TV. I'm Jenni Carlson here with Barry Tramel. 1 week in the books. Barry, was a pretty exciting week, by the way. Had some upsets, but the state of Ohio, talk about Ohio Madness. 4 teams in the Sweet 16.
Well, I think back to 2000 when we had 3 really highly seeded teams, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Tulsa were in March Madness, and 2 of them, OSU and Tulsa, made the Elite 8. But Ohio, what a run. First time ever, 4 teams from one state is in the Sweet 16. You got Xavier, Cincinnati, 2 teams from the same city, 2 teams that shared a brawl back earlier in the season, plus Ohio State and Ohio U, the Bobcats. So what a great run for Ohio. Ohio's football country, but it's also got a great basketball tradition, so hats off to Ohio.
Definitely so. Big East also well represented in the Sweet 16. But hey, the Big 12's not doing too bad either. Got a couple teams. What do you see in the future for those 2 that are left?
You know, Kansas got it scared, survived Purdue. If Purdue wins that game, look at what a disaster that is for the Big 12. 1 team would be in the Sweet 16. The Big 10 would have 5.
Yeah.
There would be no question about who had the strongest conference this year. But Kansas is still in there fighting, and now it's a little bit of a wide open regional for both Kansas and North Carolina. If they meet in St. Louis, that will be a battle royale. The last time KU got a shot at its old coach, Roy Williams, it knocked the Tar Heels out of the 2008 Final Four. So Kansas, keep your fingers crossed. And I like Baylor's situation. Now, you know, Baylor could be. Baylor's got Xavier in the regional semifinal, and then would face Kentucky, everybody's favorite. The one thing about Baylor is physically, Baylor can match up with Kentucky.
Yeah.
So Baylor's got height and strength, and Baylor can match up with Kentucky. Most teams can't. So don't sleep on the Bears. You know,
we had all these upsets in the first weekend, Lehigh and Norfolk State. And yet all of the number 1s survived the first weekend. Your favorite, Michigan State, still alive. Is this going to be a Final Four where we have all the 1 seeds make it?
I don't think so. It's possible. I think Syracuse is very vulnerable. I think they were lucky to get past North Carolina, Asheville. A couple of whistles really helped them. I think without Fab Melo that Syracuse is a little susceptible, and I think North Carolina very susceptible to Kansas. But I do like. I think Kentucky's going to be a tough out, and I love Michigan State. If Michigan State can beat Louisville in the regional semifinals, they clearly have the advantage. Tom Izzo, 17-3 in the second game of tournament weekends. Wow. Tough to beat on 1 day's rest.
All right, thanks, Barry. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.